Hello, child of God. This is CPA Shadrach Adino, an expert on wealth creation and management. I'm also a practicing auditor and a financial management consultant. Above all, I'm a born-again child of God and a pastor. I take this opportunity, dear listener, to welcome you once again to today's episode. On today's episode, we are going to cover 12 profitable businesses to start with between 20,001 and 30,000 Kenya shillings. So if you have that kind of money, please pay keen attention to today's episode. And before we go straight away to business number one, I want to thank you sincerely from the depth of my heart for all those that have subscribed, because you are the reason that we are going to the next level. And therefore, welcome. And let me also respond to those who have been wondering whether we can have time to come to their premises and talk to their staff. I want to encourage you, welcome, because that is also some of the things that we do. We talk to staff on how to create wealth. We talk to staff on how to save and how to invest. So if you are interested, we are available for such kind of talks. Now, straight away to businesses that you can invest in or businesses that you can start with between 20,001 and 30,000 Kenya shillings. Business number one, saloon business. Now, what is a saloon? A saloon is a shop where hairdressers and beauticians work and where people, mostly ladies, go for beautification. Now, services provided at saloons are number one, hair styling, pedicure, facial, manicure, and skin care, among others. I want to tell you that ladies care about beauty. They would rather miss lunch but look beautiful. In fact, beauty is a basic necessity for ladies. So if you position yourself to be a provider of this basic need to ladies, then you will have a ready market with the ladies. To start this business, you need to do the following. Look for an affordable location with high traffic of ladies. Number two, obtain basic furniture and equipment. Number three, obtain beauty detergents. Number four, hire 1 or 2 personnel to work at piece rate. Not people who will begin with salaries, no. Look for assisting personnel that will accept to be paid per customer they serve. If you do this, you will succeed. Now, the kind of capital that you need is just between 20,001 up to 30,000 Kenya shillings, and you will start a simple saloon business. Business number two is tailoring business. Tailoring is one of the businesses that you would consider if you want to start such kind of business with that amount of capital. I'm aware of people that started poor as poor peasants but are now millionaires just by embarking on tailoring business. You can consider that if you want to succeed in business also. Now, to start a tailoring business, you need to do the following. Acquire a sewing machine, which is either manual or electric machine. Number two, just look for materials that are popular with both men and women. Don't look for complicated things. Just look for materials that are popular with men and women alike. Number three, look for a veranda in a shopping center. You don't need to look for a shop or a premise, no. As a beginner, just look for a veranda in a shopping center and you will start your business. Number four, maintain integrity. In other words, promise and deliver on time. Don't promise and lie to your customers. Don't promise what you cannot deliver. Don't promise what is too ambitious. Promise and deliver on time. Now, with the time, customers will start streaming to your place, to your veranda. And once you've maintained integrity, the number of customers will increase. The business will expand. And soon and very soon, you will leave the veranda and go into a shop because you will have increased the number of customers. The next thing that you need to do is become a supplier of new designer clothes. Once customers have increased, now go to become a designer. People like designer clothing and you will get good market from customers. Now, if you have about 20,001 or even up to 30,000 shillings, I'm assuring you, you can start a tailoring business. Business number 3, Agrovete business. Now, an Agrovete is another profitable business that you should give serious consideration. Now, when you deal with Agrovete business, you'll be dealing with materials or commodities that customers who are farmers like. And the following are things that farmers like: seed, fertilizers, animal feed, veterinary supplies, and many such like supplies. Now, this business does well in an area where there is high agricultural and animal rearing activities. So you need to position yourself strategically. You see, business does well where there is demand. The next thing that you need to do is that you need to find out what kind of licenses or permits that you need for this kind of business. The licenses that you need are the following. You need a county business permit. You also need certification from Pest Control and Products Board. You also need certification from Kenya Plant Health Inspectorate Service. They call it in short KES. And you also just need a capital of about 30,000 Kenya shillings. Then you'll be in Agrovete kind of business. Business number 4, butchery business. Butchery business is another profitable business that is worth giving a serious consideration. Why? Because in Kenya, meat consumption is quite high. So if you're a seller or a supplier of meat, you have a ready market in Kenya. What do you need to do? You need to find out what kind of licenses and permits that you need to be successful in this kind of butchery business. Number 1, you need a single business permit from the local government, that is a county government. Number 2, you need a public health license or a health certificate. Number 3, you need a fire safety certificate. And number 4, you need a food handling certificate. And you'll be in good business. Now, the next thing that you need to get if you want to succeed in butchery business, you need to find furniture and equipment. And the following furniture and equipment are necessary if you want to start this kind of business. Number 1, you need a display counter. Number 2, you need a weighing scale. Number 3, you need a sharp cutting or a chopping knife. Number 4, you need a chopping board. Number 5, you need cleavers and hook saws. Number 6, you need wrapping materials. Number 7, you need a butchery coat, normally white in color. Number 8, you need butchery hooks. Number 9, you need a wooden lamp. And number 10, you need a meat cabinet. Later on, as you expand, you also will need fridges and freezers. Business number 5, cereals business. Now, cereals business is another business that is profitable and is worth giving a serious consideration if you're looking for something that you can do as a business person. Cereals is a very lucrative business because cereals are staple foods in Kenya. And anybody that is dealing on staple foods, you know you have a ready market because staple foods, cereals are in high demand in Kenya. The consumption is also very high. Now, if you want to succeed in this business, do the following. Number 1, buy your supplies in bulk directly from farmers. If you buy supplies directly from farmers, I tell you, when you start selling them at retail prices, you will get good profits. But if you buy them in these local markets and then you sell at retail, yes, you'll get profit, but the profits will be very minimal. Number 2, treat and store cereals. I normally advise people who are dealing in cereals that buy cereals during harvest time. Treat them and store them. Don't buy them and sell them immediately. Buy them, treat and store them and sell them later on. You'll be making high profits if you do like that. Now, position yourself in a place where there is high traffic. You know, the businesses succeed when you get market, when you get demand. That's why I advise that be in business, in cereal business, in a place where there is a high population. You'll get a high market, you'll get a ready market. Now, if you want to do this, please look for a capital of about 20,001 and 30,000 Kenya shillings. In cereal business, I'm assuring you, you'll get a profit of as much as 100% or even more if you position yourself well and if you plan yourself well. Now, dear listener, I want to give you other businesses that you're supposed to consider if you have Kenya shillings 20,001 or even up to 30,000 Kenya shillings. Number one, stationery and office supplies. Without even explaining, number two, poultry farming in small scale. It's a good business to give a trial. Number three, soft drinks and snacks. Number four, ice creams. Number five, coffee shop. Number six, M-Pesa shop. And number seven, jewelry's business. If you do those, my friend, you are going to be in good business. Dear listener, for today, I want to stop there. If you're looking for what to try, your hands on. If you have 20,001 and 30,000 shillings, please consider the above businesses. For today, I thank you, dear listener, for listening to me. I pray that God is going to bless you and you're going to prosper in your business. In Jesus' name, thank you.